What's going on, guys? As always, this is the one and only you, Itachi, here to talk about something different. This will be about all the stuff that's going on in the world, and more importantly, politics and sports. Was politics and religion a long time ago? Now it's or school and religion. Now it's politics and football. I don't know how things relate, but they do. And this will be my opinion, so whether you like it or not, still an opinion. Don't really matter at the end of the day. It's just me talking. But I think all these NFL players that are protesting are really just doing this as a stunt. And I think it just proves that how privileged these people are, or we are as a society. And I don't want to say stupid, but for lack of a better word, how stupid we are. Like, we don't even know how to protest. Like, these people are not standing for the flag because they're protesting Trump or the government or racism. Like that's not what that means, not standing for the flag. Like, that has nothing to do with it, honestly. I mean, and I think I seen one on the news or something where Trump was like, the players better stand up or they're going to get fired or whatever. And then they literally didn't do it because he said that. Like, that's just childish. That's literally just being childish. You're trying to rebel against someone that told you to do something. It makes no sense. And I mean, definitely don't get the mistake of thinking I'm for Trump. If there was a petition that I could sign right now to get him out of office, I would. So don't. I'm definitely not a Trump supporter. I think that's a whole nother topic. But we don't even know how to protest. Standing for the flag has nothing to do with Trump. Just because he's the president, he's retarded, or all the unfairness in the government or unfairness in America. Like those things are present. Trump is the president. That's that goes. The government sucks. America is racist and discriminates and prejudice and all that fun stuff. I get it. I mean, all these protesters are protesting probably stuff that they've never even experienced. I've experienced racism and discrimination before. I'm Native American. I mean, this flag is like a F you in the face if you want to get nitty gritty about it. But it's not. It's not about the flag or how it was made or America, all the bad things that America's done. It's about what you got. That's the main thing that people or outsiders don't like or talk about Americans, is how ungrateful we are. And this just proves that we're ungrateful. Like, what do these people have to truly be angry about? They all got great jobs. They all make a lot of money, enough money to support themselves. It's not about being rich. They make enough money to not be on the street. I mean, and they have freedom. And yes, this is the freedom of speech or whatever. They can protest what they want, but they're not even really protesting. They're just being babies. Like, this flag is more important than just the damn government or just Trump or any president. It's not about that. It's about your damn country and having pride in it. Like, yeah, America has a lot of faults. Too many to list. But I still feel proud that I am an American, that I get rights that third world countries don't, that I get a basic education that other countries don't. I'm not saying we're the best. I mean, if you see my videos, I love Japan more than anything. I'd rather be there. But it's about being grateful that you can do whatever you want. Freedom of speech, freedom of media. I mean, crap. And people in China can't Google everything. I don't think they can use Google. But we're crying and here doing stunts like this to be cool. And it makes no sense. And it's not protesting. Like, people think so small. That's why people like Gandhi and Martin Luther King had such a following, because they didn't think small or interpret small. They thought big. Like them kneeling for the flag is small because they're protesting Trump or the government. Trump don't got nothing to do with the flag. I mean, yeah, he's our president and a laughable one at that. But at the end of the day, we didn't just create the American flag for President Trump. We had the flag for a long time. And people have fought for that flag. And that's what it's really about. It's not about anything. It's not about nothing that America's done. It's about all those 17, 18, 19-year-old kids that have went to war because that's what they signed up to do and fought and died for. And that's what standing for the flag means. It's about all those kids that are dying or dead. People get so tied up into themselves. They don't, again, they think so small because it's America and we only think about ourselves. That when we go to war, that's not no 40-year-old or Air Force guy that's been in there for all that time, that's smart and has experience. It's not that 30-year-old guy that has the family and planning retirement. It's the 17-year-old kids that just got out of high school that didn't know what to do with their lives or wanted to do something bigger with their lives, that joined the military, went infantry or somewhere near that, and went overseas. It's about those kids that you don't think about, that are dead, that died for something bigger than themselves. And they didn't die for the flag per se, but at the end of the day, they sacrifice for everything, so we can have everything. And I'm not talking out my ass here. I mean, I'm a veteran myself, but it's about all those kids that died for our freedoms, and these spoiled kids are protesting the flag saying they're protesting Trump, and they're not protesting Trump. At the end of the day, they're protesting those 18-year-old kids that are dead. They're laughing on their graves because they don't want to stand, because they're thinking so small. They're thinking, oh, if I don't stand, I'm protesting Trump or I'm protesting the government. And yeah, in a slight aspect they are, but that flag don't just represent Trump or the government. It represents everything that America is, and everything that our men and women in the service are sacrificing. It represents such a big picture, and that's the whole point. Is these people don't understand how to protest. Like, they're just being babies, and they're being unprofessional. It makes no sense. And I think it's crazy that people support them kneeling. I mean, yeah, it's freedom of speech, but if you're gonna be a rebel and you're gonna fight for something the right way. Like, be smart about it. Like, they're not being smart. One person did it last year, and now they're all trying to bandwagon on it this year. Like, they're not doing it smart. They're just following a leader. Like, stand for something that you believe in, even if it is anti-government. I mean, I don't care. But have a real reason to do something, and do it the right way. Kneeling for the government, the flag, isn't protesting Trump or protesting the government or protesting nothing. Kneeling for the flag has really nothing to do with nobody but you. And it makes zero sense. To me, kneeling for the flag, even though I don't like Trump or agree with things that we do in the government, kneeling for the flag is about those 17-year-old kids that their mom and dad buried so we can have rights. And there's nothing honorable about these football players kneeling and spit on a grave of all those men and women.